choice! You have chosen the writing a book option. What a wonderful choice. This is a very fun thing to write about. So, you have chosen to write a book. Now, I hope you watched the video before. It will show you how to make your very own book. You're going to be authors today. Now, an author, remember, is the person who writes the words. You can also be an illustrator. They're the people that draw the pictures. Now, in our writing today, we're going to practice writing down the sounds that we can hear in the words that we say. We are going to practice putting spaces between our words. And we're going to practice rereading our own writing. I'm going to show you how to write a book. So, to help me, I have to find a book that I really love, and it will give me some clues about what part of a book I need to draw first and write about. So the first thing we need to write in our book is the title. We have to think about what is our book going to be about. If your book is going to be about turtles, then your title, the words on the front, are going to have to say something about turtles. I'm going to write a book today all about frogs. I really like frogs. This story is going to be an information text, which is going to tell you some real information about frogs. So my title is going to say, all about frogs. All about frogs. 3 words. Now I want you to pretend that this paper here is the front cover of your book. I'm just going to do it nice and big so that you can see. All about frogs. That's going to be my front cover title. All about frogs. Can you see on this book, they've made the words really, really big. I'm going to make my words really big as my title. Ready? All. All. Oh, I can hear it. All. There's 2 L's in all. All about. B. All about frogs. Oh, I don't think I'm going to fit that word there. I'm going to have to come down and write it again here. Frogs. All about frogs. All about frogs. This is the title. This is on the front cover of the book. That's your first thing that you have to do. You have to write the title. Once you've written the title, you might like to draw a really interesting picture that makes people want to read your book. So I'm going to draw an interesting picture of a frog because my book is all about frogs and the picture has to match the words. Here's Mr. Froggy. All about frogs. Front cover, title and picture done. That's the first step. Pause the video now and you can draw the title, the picture on the front cover of your book. Okay, now that you've done the first step, title, picture on the front cover of your book, you need to think about what you're going to write on the first page. The first page isn't this one, it's the page that goes inside a book. If I turn the page, it's the first page with the words on it. Let's have a look. So it's like this page here. There's always a picture and some words that match. So let's have a go at writing the first page. I want you to pretend that my big pieces of paper are the same as your little book. Okay, let me think. Remember, I have to do the thinking first. Oh, what do I know about frogs? I know. Frogs slimy. Ugh. Frogs are slimy. They're the first words I want to write on my first page. Can you help me write them? Frogs. I've got to use a capital letter because it's at the start. Frogs. Leave a space. Are slimy. Frogs are slimy. Full stop at the end of my sentence. Now I have to practice rereading, remember? Frogs are slimy. Okay, that makes sense. My first page makes sense. Then I can draw a picture that matches. Here's Mr. Slimy Frog. I'm going to write the next page. So I turn the page to write something new. You don't have to write the whole story on one page. You can make it go over lots of pages, just like a real book does. Okay, frogs are slimy. Let me think first. I know, frogs like to live in water. Frogs like to live in water. Okay. Frogs like to live in water. 6 words this time. Frogs like to live in water. Frogs like to live in water. Oh, and I can squeeze a little full stop in there. Back up and reread. Frogs like to live in water. Now I have to match my words with a picture. Hello again, Mr. Frog. Here he is. And the word said that frogs like to live in water. So I'm going to draw a pond. Oh, and I know they like to live on lily pads too. Frogs like to live in water. Maybe that's why they're so slimy. Ugh. That's my second page of my book. If I wanted to say some more things about frogs, I could just start another page and write something else until my book was full. Now once your book is finished, don't forget, go back to the front cover and you have to write who wrote the book. So remember, because you're the authors when you write a book, you have to write your name. You can write down the bottom, where am I going to fit this? Down here. Written by, and then you write your name. Because I wrote this book, I'm going to write my name. Written by Miss Chloe. Wow, that's how you write a book. Rewind the video if you need and pause it at each section to make sure that you're making the book in the right order. Have fun, authors!